Awesome. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy. So there I was, sitting at dinner, thinking, should I go see a movie tonight? And then that's when Cody Leach sent me this message. And it was like an omen from the gods that I'm going out to the movies tonight. And we went and seen Nobody from 2021, starring Bob Odenkirk. And I'll be honest with you, I was like, Bob Odenkirk? Who's that guy? And then, he's the guy from Better Call Saul. And also Breaking Bad, which I've never seen him because I'm scared to watch him because then I'll have to sit there for 10 fucking weeks catching up on all that. I'm just scared to get sucked into a show hole. I mean, you could understand. But hey, guess what? We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Nobody. I said that, right? But anyway, Nobody is about this nobody. He lives, your typical mundane life. And there is a great montage scene at the beginning of the movie that's beautifully directed and edited about, his day-to-day, week-to-week, forgetting to take the garbage out. Until one day, there's a break-in at his home, and I don't want to say, it's not like he chickens out, okay? But there's a situation that happens during this break-in, and it gets under his skin, right? He finds out that his daughter is missing her kitty cat bracelet. So he goes out on a mission to find this kitty cat bracelet. But then when he goes and he finds the people that took the kitty cat bracelet, there are some certain circumstances that he just, you're sitting there, all right? You're sitting there and you're seeing the stuff on the screen and you're like, oh, damn. It's a new movie. I don't want to spoil it. But you'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie or you go watch the movie and then you remember me saying, oh, damn. Okay, because he's like, oh, damn, and then he goes out because, he can't do what he went to do, and the kitty cat bracelet might not be there, but he does get his watch back. I don't know if I mentioned that they took the watch in the robbery. I'm terrible at movie reviews, everybody. By the way, if you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button. Click the like button if you like this so far. So he's on his way home. He, watch in hand. He couldn't find the kitty cat bracelet. He gets on the bus, and then it's the craziest scene. These guys are just driving drunk right into a fucking concrete barrier. And then they get out and get onto the bus. And I'm like, if I was the bus driver, there's no way in hell I would open the door and let these guys on. But sure enough, she opens the door and she lets these guys on. And you've seen it in the trailer. If you've seen the trailer, they're harassing the girl. And he takes the gun out and he empties the bullets onto the ground and he tells them, I'm going to fuck you up. And sure enough, and it's great because it's not like this over polished, over, choreographed. I mean, it is kind of over. I wouldn't say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Point is, he gets his ass beat. He gives ass whoopings. This ain't like this guy's perfect in every way, kung fu fighting and shit. And that's what's great about this movie. He gets his ass beat as he's beating ass. And there's just so many fucking incredible scenes in this movie. And then in between these incredible fight scenes and scenes of violence, there's some really good comedy thrown in. There's also some really good drama because, like I said, with the whole home the robbery that happens, his son you can see that he loses respect for him and that there's already this distance between him and his wife. But his little girl, she still loves him to death. That's daddy's little girl. But, he's this guy that used to live this life and then he didn't want that life anymore. He wanted to be the family man. So now he's the family man. And then because of certain circumstances, he's sort of fallen back into this life, especially since somebody on that bus, just like in John Wick, happens to be a relative of somebody who's like in the Russian mafia. That's basically what it is. But little do they know, this guy's a lot like the boogeyman, except he's the accountant. He accounts for how many asses need disposed of. And that's basically, it's kind of like John Wick, but this isn't John Wick. This is like Ted from next door. Well, one thing this movie does incredible is they set up this car, right? It's not his car, but you know, and it's a 1972 Dodge Challenger 4.9, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find the fuck out. Oh my God. So many great lines in this movie. Anyway, I mean, I don't know what else to say. There's nothing negative that I can think to say about this movie. Like, from beginning to end, I was invested. I had a smile on my face. I mean, it was a breath of fresh air. We've had just a shitty year for movies in general with 2020. You know, the movie scene was completely ruined, you know, and the theaters are hanging on by a thread. And I cannot stress enough how much you need to go support your local theater if your local theater happens to be open. Even if you got to drive, you know, an hour out of your way to go maybe over another state over, whatever you got to do, just everybody keep the theater alive. And, you know, that's all I can really say is go see this in the theater. And, you know, we'll take a note from Cody Leach's book. When this thing comes out on Blu-ray, go out and buy it. All right, everybody, so let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments section down below. There's these buttons you can click while you're down there leaving a comment. Also, please, if you have an extra $1, go over to patreon.com/Drewski McGillicuddy, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Now, if you would ever so kindly take a step back, I'll turn around and get the fuck out.